Hi there, it's June from Poppyfield Card Crafts. Welcome back. Today I'm going to show you how I made one of these star cards. Excuse me. This one is from a 6x6 square card base, and this one is a 5x7. So you can use any size card base. All you need to do is remember to cut it down the middle diagonally. So we'll get started with the 7x7 card base. So you need your paper trimmer. And what we need to do is to cut from the center to that corner. And just get the 2 points on the cutting edge. And then remember, for the opposite side, you need to turn it. So point to point. And there's your card base. We use these for, let me take this one out, for the stars, and you need 2. Right, so as you can see, I'm somewhat incapacitated today, so we've got all the cutting out done. And there's my base. So it's 5x7. So what I, on the 2 I showed you, I reduced by 1/4 of an inch. But on this one, I am reducing by just 1/8 of an inch. So I have my silver mirror, which will go on there. And there's really not a lot of white border showing, but I'm happy with that. It's just a little bit. And then reduce by 1/8 of an inch for the paper. That's going right to the top. So we need to put those on first, but if you were stamping a sentiment on the back, which is the only place you can really stamp it, I would do that now. Stamp your sentiment. I'm not going to, because I don't know where this particular card or the others will be going. So let's get some glue, and I'm using wet glue for quickness, and it's easier, hopefully, for me to maneuver today. So we'll just get this started. We'll put the paper on first. You'll have to make, unless you use a large envelope, if you don't mind it being too big, I would personally make an envelope to go with this, and I'd use my envelope maker by We Are Memory Makers. So that's a nice thin border on there. Just give that a polish and just rub it there, and that one will go there, and this one will fit on here. Or the papers I'm using, oops, sorry, little bit dizziness there with the camera. From Craft Sensations Flowers Blooming. It's a 12 by 12, 24 double-sided sheets. I don't have very many left. It's been a lovely paper pad to use. This would take longer than normal because the fingers are just not working. Right. I think the contrast of the silver mirror or gold, or you can get all those different colours, greens and reds, depending on the theme of your card, does make a difference. Just let me wet this. Right, so they will sit on there, like so. It really, this one is a tight fit, but I like that. So let's get these down. Push that in. Lovely. This card, the star card, I've seen them over the years, but never really fancied making one. And then one of the ladies who is one of my followers on my blog, she had made one a few days ago, and when I went to comment on her blog, Carol's card looked so lovely. It inspired me to go ahead and make one. I've got some rubbing alcohol in a spray bottle down here, if you can hear those squirts. I'm just getting rid of that glue. Right. You could stamp now when you've got that on as well. So before we do anything else, I found it easier to cut the sides ready to stick your starry bits in. And bear with me, we want to do it so these points don't go below the base card. So you want these, you know, above the baseline. And I measured this, and it was 3 and oh, what? 1, 2, 3 and 3/8. No, it wasn't. 1, 2, 3. Right, it's not quite. It's a hair's breadth from 3.5 inches. And as I'm doing another 5 by 7, I just want to bend that in a bit. I will do the same cut on that. So we'll go there. Just put a little mark there. Right, and what I'm going to do is cut the two together with these. I do apologise. I'm going to cut these two together with these huge scissors. And what you need to remember is don't cut sort of straight across like that, cut downwards so the card will sit in. Cut down and cut for about 1 inch. You can mark it if you wish, but I'm throwing caution to the wind and just going for it. So from about there we are going down maybe a little bit too far, but we will see. Ooh, not too bad. 1 1/4 inches. So you know that it's the same on both sides. Right then. So with your 2 spare pieces, we're now going to make a star. But you need your mirri. So this is cut in half, and then we have some white card, which is far too big because I've picked the wrong one up, I think. No, I've lost my 2 pieces. Okay then, we will not go with the white and we'll go straight with the colour. We'll have the paper. Oh, and that shows the silver more, so I like that. Now unfortunately, if you have a paper with the diagonal pattern, which I do, these birds are going upwards, but when I make the star, ooh, they're going to be upside down. Not to worry, I can live with that and I can change it at a later date. So let's just get the glue on here. You've got the basics on how to make this. It really is easy. Well, I think it's easy, this style. I don't know how the people make the cards, the star cards. So get that in there. Do you know why I haven't cut that too big? Because I would do the white onto the silver. Let's do it. Were you shouting at the screen telling me it's the wrong way around? It should be white first. See, my fingers are just so awkward today. Painful. Let's get some more glue on. Okay, this time. Yay! You know, when I cut this with the birds on, I did think I had cut it the right way. Let's get that in there. And Let us get that on there. You can do the same paper on the stand part as the star. I did the same on the pink. I did a contrast on the blue and a contrast on this pink one. Just need that a little bit. You'll have to excuse my fumbling today. Polish that, Mary. And then you need to decide how you're going to put the part of the star. You can have it that way, you can have it going that way. I'm going that way. And then all you need to do is put a dollop of adhesive on there. We go with that. Keep that pretty much the same length. Might be a little bit further down. That will do. And then in the middle, I've used my tag punch for that one, and then the circle punch on there, and just highlighted around the edges. That will sit in there like so, and then this I will have in the middle, like that. Now I do have a little happy birthday that I could put down there. I don't know whether to put that on because I may change that. We'll go ahead with that and finish that off. So that can go just below. And there you have 5x7 card, 6x6, and another 5x7. If you were handing it to someone, to the recipient, and they'll open it in front of you, then you can show them how to slot that in. Otherwise, I think maybe if you were posting it to someone, it might be best to do a little diagram or some explanation as to how it will sit in those slots. So thank you once again for joining me, and until the next video, take care and happy crafting. Bye.